What are boards? And what are they for? Boards are a formal evaluation, testing cadets on things like uniform wear, knowledge, military bearing, and drill and ceremony. We use these boards to determine the cadet and the NCO of the month. Every month, we host 2 boards. A cadet board, which are for basics, privates, and private first class, and an NCO board, for corporals up to master sergeants. Note that company commanders and first sergeants cannot participate, but they will be nominating their cadets and NCOs. What happens if you win? You receive the personal appearance ribbon, help your company's rankings in the company of the month and year, and be in the running for the cadet or NCO of the year board in April. The boards are held on every second week of the month, with the cadet board being on Tuesday, and the NCO board on Thursday. The nominations must be made on the 4th week of the month prior. Here is an example timeline. On the 4th week of September, the company commanders and first sergeants must submit their cadet and NCO nominations online through a form, brief their cadet and NCO and give them the study guide, no later than Friday. Note that leadership must also nominate backups, who can stand in if the original nominee cannot make it for any reason. If this happens, leadership must notify the staff or the sergeant major. In the 2nd week, the boards take place. And by the 4th week, leadership must have their nominees submitted for the upcoming month. Don't forget to brief your cadets each time and to give them their study guides. Take note of the dates for October 2023, as the boards have been pushed back to account for fall break and upcoming events. Boards will follow the original timeline after October. On the board will be the command sergeant major and 4 first sergeants, however all 5 first sergeants must show up. The cadets or NCO's first sergeant will not be on the board if it is their cadet or NCO's turn. If your first sergeant can't be there, the company commander has to be there. Failure to notify the staff or CSM about an absence, or not showing up at all, will result in a penalty towards your company of the month and company of the year. Now let's get into the board. When you are ready, knock on the door 3 times. You will then hear from the sergeant major to come in.
Come in.
The moment you walk in, grading begins. Starting from your drill and ceremony, make sure to march towards your chair, taking pivots and facing movements. Do not just turn yourself or casually walk to the chair, that will take points off. When the sergeant major stands up, report in.
Sir, Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Ho, reporting for the board, sir.
After reporting in, salute. Wait for the sergeant major to salute and drop, and then drop your salute. Now the board will ask you questions.
What color t-shirt is worn with the OCP uniform?
Sir, Cadet Brown, sir.
Remember to be loud and confident with your answers. Try not to stutter. Another key point is your military bearing. Keep your hands and feet still, looking straight forward.
What regulation covers the wear of the uniform?
Sir, the regulation that covers the wear of the uniform is AR 670-1 and CCR 145-2, sir.
What does ACSU stand for?
Ma'am, ACSU stands for Army Service. Ma'am, repeat the question, ma'am.
What does ACSU stand for?
Ma'am, ACSU stands for Army Cadet Service Uniform, ma'am.
When every board member has finished asking questions, the sergeant major will tell you that there are no more questions. You will stand up and salute the sergeant major, and grading ends when you are dismissed.
You're dismissed.
Congratulations! You just finished the board. If you have any questions, reach out to the sergeant major or the battalion staff.